Hello you beautiful peeps, my name's John, welcome to my channel. Look at this beauty! Yes, I have it on a towel because I don't want to scratch it, which is ironic because as soon as it goes on an RC car, it's going to be ruined. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's the Subaru Impreza painted, stickered, completely finished shell from Killer Bodies. Let me quickly show you the maths and then you can come back and see me. Right, we have the unpainted shell and we have the absolutely awesome shell. Awesome in my eyes. Let's just do these and that. So you buy the shell. Now there were several places that had it for sort of 30 euros, then depending on which area that you live in obviously, all the way up to I saw this shell unpainted up to 80, 90 euros. What's going on? But I sort of took an average. So if we just say 50 for the shell, that's 36 UK pounds, 44 euros. Paint, again, I just took an average. You know, it can't be that far off. Now, when you talk about the time that it's going to take you to do it, the effort that it's going to take you to do, and of course the frustration, I estimate about $1 million, but let's just leave that at 0 for now. You can sort of judge yourselves. So we'll do the totals. We've got 61, 44, and 54. Now, have a guess what the price of this completely awesome shell that is already painted absolutely brilliantly, cut amazingly, all of the stickers have been put on. Guess how much it costs. Right, ready? 64 US dollars. 44 pounds. No, it's not 44, sorry, 47 pounds and 57 euros. Absolutely amazing value for money, especially if you consider what happens if you make a mistake. You cut it incorrectly or you paint it incorrectly. You now have to pay that for a second time. Just have a think about that. That's the thing that makes me sort of not want to get shells that need painting. I prefer the painted ones. Plus I don't have the skill. It's going to take me a few mistakes to actually learn the skill, isn't it? So anyway, back to the mat. Okay, so for $64 you could have this, or for 61 you could have this and all the hassle that's associated with that. My biggest concern, and let me tell you, I have had this shell for over a year now and I still haven't had the guts to go and paint it, because my biggest concern is what if I cut it incorrectly, or what if I paint it incorrectly? You've got to go and buy a brand new one and some new paint. Let's get rid of that and let me show you this in more detail. Look at it. Oh, I truly love this shell. It's got so many nice details to it and I'm really impressed at the price point. For it to be $64, some of the other Killer Bodies are around what, 80? I've seen them up to 100 US dollars, and this one coming in at the 64 is pretty much a bargain. I will turn it over just so you've got the aerials here. If you don't want to put those on, you can obviously just put them to one side. I'm not going to bother putting them on because obviously as soon as I roll the first time it's going to fall off. What's also impressive is they've got the holders for your LED lights. So I've already tested this with an LED kit set that I've been sent, and they just literally push straight in. So again, it's another hassle that you don't have to worry about. Wow. I keep on staring at it and smiling. I do. Let me do some measurements so that you all know the sizes involved. Here is my small ruler. So put that there, and from there we go, there to there we have 440 millimeters. Quite hard to show you that, isn't it? Do you trust me or should I show you? Let's show you, because you know there are some people that don't trust me. Push that, there you go, 440. And then from here to here, I'll actually do a lot of the measurements just so that everybody has them. we have up to here, we have 177. And then from here, okay, I need my larger one. See, I knew I need this one. We have from that point there to this point here, we have 332. And then I will be guesstimating from center wheel arch to center wheel arch is 25.5. Drag that over without damaging the shell. And then we'll go to the width. $187, $178. Obviously that bends out. Okay. And 187 as well. 185, and I'll just do the a little bit here so you've got everything that you could possibly need. 180, look. Oh, whoops, I forgot to measure the height, which is a little bit silly of me because obviously that will be a very big consideration for a lot of people. So, let's do that while we are here. We have, at this point, if I do it that way, no, I'm going to have to do it this way. I'm sorry, you're going to have to trust me. 80 millimeters, 85 millimeters, 100 millimeters. My drawer's in the way. What we got? 120 millimeters, 125 millimeters. 125 millimeters, 125, 120, 110, 100, 88, maybe 90. Let's just do that last little bit there. And we have 80 right underneath the rear spoiler there. Look, look, look. When I actually received the shell, there were a couple of stickers, not any of the bigger ones, just the smaller ones that just needed you to rub your finger over just a tad bit, just to ensure that, you know, it's all stuck down. If you do buy this shell, make sure that you do the same thing, because that will just attract the dust in no time, and then the sticker's going to fall off, so you don't want that. When it comes to cutting the shell, mounting the shell, on the rear window you've actually got the places where they recommend that you mount it, and then at the front I didn't see any. Oops, sorry for knocking the camera. So if I invert it here, you can see that that's pretty much up to you where you mount it. I do have a Tamiya TT02. I don't know if it's A or B. I don't even know if there's an A or B on the way here, because that's what I was intending on mounting this onto it. So it'll be interesting to see how easily it fits, whether it requires any modification, but I don't think there will. I think this is pretty much designed for the Tamiya kits, quite frankly. And then I'll obviously do a video about that when the kit arrives, or the car arrives, because I've bought it already made. I just don't have time to build a whole kit at the moment. Look at the details. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I am a fan of the Subaru Impreza. I've owned 2 Subaru Imprezas myself, not the turbo one, unfortunately. But the second Subaru Impreza that I have was blue, a few stickers on it, looked really nice, but I purchased the Baller manifold, so it had the turbo sound to it. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I can only do but recommend this. I just don't have the skills right now, and to get the skills to paint, you're going to have to make a few mistakes along the way, so I'm going to get started at some point. I do have the Formula 1 car shell that I have to paint as well, so I think I'll make a few mistakes on the smaller ones first and go from there. I'll obviously bring you guys along for the journey, for the mess that I'm going to make on the first few spray jobs. Oh, see here? just a little bit of a bubble there. Push it down and it's all sorted. I will leave the link in the description of the place that I purchased it from. It was from, I believe, Germany, and it was the cheapest that I found in Europe. It wasn't on sale or anything, so I will leave the link in the description below. I'll see if I can find the link for America and a few other places as well, and obviously just have a look down below. I have purchased this myself. I have not been sent this. So I'm not affiliated in any way, but I can only do but recommend that you buy this gorgeous car. Shell. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you next time. Take care, stay safe. Bye bye.